everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. This is Cindy of Cindy Love and Stitch, and this is a channel about cross stitching. And today also a little bit about embroidery. I will tell you more about that at the end of this video. So if you don't like embroidery or my new hobby, because it's kind of a new thing I'm doing, then you can just leave this video and go to the next cross stitch Flosstuber cross stitcher. Well, I can be found on Instagram, and you can find me there on @cindyloveandstitch. I will put it down below. And the ones who follow me on Instagram already know that I started embroidering, and I also opened my Etsy shop at the end of December. And I will tell you more about that later on in this video, but I will, I already want to share my Etsy shop with you and also my new logo because it was so much fun to create. I loved it. And this is my logo, Cindy Love and Stitch Embroidery. It's not a shop for cross stitching, it's all about embroidery. And you can find me there. If you look for Cindy Love and Stitch on Etsy, then you can, then you will see my logo and you can check out my shop. But first, of course, cross stitching. It's been a while since I filmed because, I was busy working on my shop, creating some embroidery things for in my shop. But of course, I also cross stitched. But I do feel a bit nervous because, I don't know, it's, filming again. And I hope just that, you like what you see, that I created some inspirational, that I will share some inspirational things with you. That's what I hope, even if it's been a while. And so thank you for returning. And I also saw that my subscribers were still the same, so thank you so much for sticking around and waiting for this new video. Because what I have for you today is some finishes that I would really like to share, and some whips that I have been working on, and some plans, and of course some haul because I went to market. And then we will switch on to the embroidery part. So first, well, the weather. Why do Dutch people always talk about the weather? I don't know. That's so weird. But okay, it's not spring yet in Holland. Things are in bloom and all that, but I miss the sun. I miss the sun. Need some sun. Okay, but first, my first finish. I shared this in a reel on Instagram, and it was about how I finish things because I laced them myself on foam board, like 3 millimeters. I don't know how much that is in inches, but it's quite thin. And then I lace it on there. It's acid free, and then I put it in a frame. And what I have been working on is Twitching Noses by Mocha Stitches. And Twitching Noses, I just love that pattern. And I see now that I don't have it over here, so I will put in a picture of Twitching Noses over there. And I stitched it on a 32 count. I believe it's an antique white, which I really love. It's natural, but still a bit warm. And I stitched it with the DMC. And what I saw when I was stitching it with the DMC conversion, the colors are different than on the pattern picture. They're a bit more cool and not as warm. And I like the result as it is with the DMC, but if I would do it over, I think I would choose some different DMC colors because I really liked the funky orangey kind of colors that are in the pattern. So that's maybe if you want to stitch this, just check your DMC colors if you really like them, because they don't match the pattern. No. Well, here is the result. And this is Twitching Noses. There you can see it's not that orangey. It's more like brown toned. And I really love the orange colors in the orange tones in the picture. But this is also really pretty. It's also really beautiful. And it was so much fun to work on. I mean, bunnies. Who doesn't like bunnies? And I framed it. I ordered the frame because I really wanted it to be in a classic frame, a brown frame, and I think that turned out just really pretty. My mom, she was over here and she told Cindy, I really need that. I want to pay for it. I really need it. And I was like, well, I don't. How do you do that when people see something you created, with cross stitch, and they want to buy it? I don't want to sell them because, you know, we all as cross stitchers know that they take a lot of time. You know, it's not that I stitched this in a few days or something. It took me about a few weeks. So I don't know. Let me know if you recognize what I'm talking about. Everything I cross stitch, I want to keep myself. Well, okay, not always. If someone says, well, Cindy, could you make that for me? Or then it's different. But when I'm really in love with something and I'm like, oh, then I just want to enjoy it in my own home. So this is Switching Noses by Mojo Stitches. Really loved creating this. Really pretty. So that was finish number 1. Then my second finish, I already shared a picture of this on Instagram, and you guys all just loved this. And I was a bit insecure about it because of the frame. It's kind of big for the, well, I think the pattern is kind of elegant. It feels like kind of elegant to me. Also because I stitched it on a 40 count, and the frame is kind of big. So I was like, is this okay? But you guys all loved it on Instagram, so I will keep it. I'm keeping it this way. And I'm talking about Kathy Barrick, White Winter Moth. And yeah, of course it's gorgeous. I will put in a picture of the pattern right here. And I stitched it on a 40 count Vintage Country Mocha by Swigert, with the code for DMCs. And I framed it myself. I laced it again on foam board. And here it is. Ta-da! What do you think? I think it's really pretty. This was so much fun to work on because it's not really tiny, it's not too big. The colors are great. Look, White Winter Moth. And I thought the frame would be a bit too big, but the frame and the finished cross stitch together, yeah, it feels kind of, it's like a really nice art piece like this. And this will hang in my living room because one of my dreams or wishes is that we have we have a really big wall in our living room, and I want some art on there. And my dream is to create my own art wall with everything that, you know, we create, and not only samplers or just one, but everything, just maybe a bit chaos or something, I don't know. Because I like to stitch different kind of things, bigger, smaller, samplers, mirabilias, you know, why not hang them all together? So pretty. So this is White Winter Moth by Kathy Barrick. Don't doubt, this is so much fun to work on. And it doesn't take too long. And what I love about this are the really cool toned colors. And then, you know, with the yellows, how cool is that? That's so funny. Yeah, just a few tiny little yellow thingies and the whole piece just lifts up, you know? That's great, great thinking. Great work, Kathy. So, finish number 2. And then I have another, well, I don't know if this, oh, I'm sorry. I need to get back into the camera. I don't know if this can be called a finish, because it's one of the art pieces I ordered, and the artist is called Elisa Draws. I told you a bit about her, I believe, in my last video, but I did not have it framed because it took me a while to find the right frame. So I framed it right now, so I thought I really want to share this with you because I love her work. And this is how it looks now. So what she does is she starts drawing. Oh, you see the lighting is being a bit weird here because of, you know, it's sunny, rainy, cloudy, sunny, rainy, everything. What she does, she starts drawing, and then she paints, and she creates these really pretty art pieces, which you can which you can buy at her website. But check her out on Instagram, and there you can find everything about her. Her name is Elisa Draws, but I will put it down here. So pretty. And this is kind of a springy decor, don't you think? You know, having a picnic lunch in nature with your friends. I mean, we all want that, don't we? We don't take enough time to do that kind of things, you know? Yeah, with friends and just hanging out in the grass, enjoying each other's company with some nice food and drinks. I love it. So I wanted to share that as a finish, even if it's not a cross stitch finish. Okay, and then first a sip of tea. This is from my son. We bought this for him for Christmas. It's the last time I filmed was during Christmas, and now it's almost spring. So weird. Okay, let's get over to whips. I have 3 whips I want to share with you, and 2 of them are 2 of my 3 focus pieces. I also shared a picture of my focus pieces on Instagram. I have 3 focus pieces this year I really want to finish and want to hang on my art wall. One of the pieces I want to finish this year is Pavane. And I will try to get it. Yeah, Pavane by Long Dog Samplers. And this is the scissors I'm using. These are the scissors I'm using, with the nice scissor fob my daughter made. And of course, classic Colorworks Belsois Bleu Clair, which is the most gorgeous you've ever seen, or I've ever seen. But I need some new one. And this is how far I got. Yay! What do you think? And I'm stitching this on a 40 count light mocha. I love this fabric. This is so pretty. Please order some light mocha. It's so warm and natural. I think you can, almost anything can be stitched on this, because it's such a natural color. And I love the color of the thread and the variegation of it. Maybe you can see it if I put it a bit more in the camera. You can see it. Isn't it gorgeous? Oh. And I reached the bottom. Ta-da! So I only need to do this. Well, not only, because I also need to work some more over here. But, you know, I really want to finish this year. And I think I can do it. And I love the saying, turn your face to the sun and the shadows will fall behind you. So this was my first whip. And I will also put in a picture of how it will look when it's totally finished. I will put a picture over there. And then my second whip is not one of my focus pieces, but is for a friend of mine. She really loves hummingbirds, and she asked me if I could stitch her, cross stitch her a hummingbird that she can hang in her office workplace, so that when she comes in the mornings, she will be reminded of who she really is, you know. And the hummingbird is for joy, and is for love, and is for, I wrote it down, sorry, is for good luck. So how cool is that, you know, that I can stitch that for her, so she can be reminded of the fact that she's joyful and not always serious, and, you know, I really love that. So this is a hummingbird. I ordered this pattern on Etsy, and I will put in a picture again right there, so that you can see how the result will be, what the result will be. She doesn't want it to be stitched with all the leaves, but only the bird, and I think that's a good choice. And this is the bird, hummingbird. And what we're going to do, well, that's what I suggested, is once she's finished, we can add in a little bit of a, you know, maybe a small poem or some words that can remind her of the fact that life is also about joy and about love, and you know. But we don't know what that will be yet, but I will keep you posted. Look at hummingbird. Look at the colors. Aren't they just the brightest and the prettiest? And the fun part about working on this one is that I would never choose this for me. And but well, I really like stitching on it, and it's a 28 count. I don't know exactly what the fabric is called. It's just a really light natural linen. And we will also talk about how we are going to frame it. Maybe we will frame it in a hoop, but you know, when we put in a little poem or something, we can also maybe a square frame will also be pretty. I don't know. So I will keep you posted on this one. And then my third whip is a Mirabilia. When I saw this, I was like, oh, we all know this, of course. Samantha is stitching this, and Lala D stitches. I don't know her name at the moment, but you know the channel, she's working on it. And Stargazer. I mean, we all feel connected to the stars and the moon, and it's all connected. So I saw this and I was like, yeah, I can feel this. I want this on my wall. So, Stargazer, Mirabilia. We all know what she looks like. And I'm working on her at the moment. I did take her out of the Q-snap so that I can show her a bit, you know, that you can see her a bit clearer. But I'm working on her because I cannot stop. I cannot stop. This is the scissors I'm using. These are the scissors. I really love this. Ta-da! And the beads. I like the crinkling and the, I don't know. Check out the beads. These are really pretty. Look. All these beads are going on there. That makes me a bit nervous. I never beaded before, and I need to get all these little beads on the piece. Oh, well, we'll see. You know what color I really like? Wait, I will show you. This color is so pretty. It's so pretty. Oh, yay! And of course the blue. Also really pretty. Love it. The beads. And then, ta-da-da-da-da-da. Let's check her out. Stargazer. Yay! Oh, the sun is shining really bright at the moment. So I hope you can see her clear. and she is coming along. You know, I think I will keep on working on her because she's not that hard. And at the end of the day, when I'm a bit tired, I can just sit down and have fun with her. And yeah, she's really a fun stitch. And I mean, the Mirabilias, they're so pretty. They're so lovely. Look at her face. Yay. Oh, now it's getting a bit darker. The colors change. This Flosstube is just like the weather. I love it. And that's the needle minder I made myself. Yeah, so Stargazer. In love with her. Well, oh, it's getting really dark now. Well, oh, no, there, okay. That were all my whips. So now let's go to plans. Okay, first I will take a sip again. Plans. I have collected a little bit of stash for you to share because for me to share with you, yeah, that's the correct way. Because I saw something on someone on Instagram asking if someone had stitched the pattern I'm about to show you. And I thought, no, I don't know anyone who has stitched this. Maybe I can ask on Flosstube, you know, if you guys know someone or you are stitching her yourself. She's so beautiful and I'm a bit scared of her because of all the threads that are needed. And I don't know, she's just laying in my big blue box. And the ones who have been following me a bit longer maybe still can remember what my big blue box is. That's where I keep all my patterns. But she's so pretty. And so when I saw someone on Instagram, you know, asking, hey, is anyone stitching this? It kind of triggered me. Like, oh, yeah, she's so beautiful. Maybe we can stitch it, you know, with more people, like a cell. That would be really fun for this one. But she will be kind of expensive to kit up, I think. And well, maybe just if you know someone who is working on this or you want to work on this or, well, whatever, just let me know. Maybe we can work on it together, start working on it together. Not right away, maybe, but you know, in the future. And it is Ruth. Ooh, there's a little bit of glare. I'm sorry for that. I'll try to... Oh, this is better. Ruth. Oh, she's so cute. This is the most nostalgic pattern I've ever seen. And I believe we all can feel this, you know? We've all been this little girl who enjoys pretty dresses and sitting on the grass and having fun with our animals. Well, I was that kind of girl, but... oh... just enjoying nature and animals and this is so pretty. So let me know if you want to stitch this, if you are planning on stitching this in the future, if you are stitching this, if you know someone who is stitching this. Let's share. It is Ruth of Queenstown Sampler Designs. I know that Debbie from Country Stitches also has this one. She's not working on it, I believe, but well, just wanted to share that with you. And I don't know who it is on Instagram that asked that question, so I'm sorry for that. But thank you for putting it out there because, you know, it inspires us to share. And then the next one I really want to share, and I want to kit up and start in summer this year, is Loose Feathers. I really like this. This is so pretty. I have summer, I have winter, but first comes autumn, of course. And this is autumn. And I really love them. And this is how it will look when it's totally finished, totally stitched up. And I really want to stitch this for with the asked for, not the DMC version, but with the asked for, let me see, classic colorworks, general arts, but general arts are kind of hard to get right now, so well, I will try, because I think that will be really pretty. So I'm planning on starting this in summer, and it's really pretty. I don't know why, but it's so, I think I do know why. It's the simplicity, I think, and also when they are stitched together, it's just really pretty. It's just the darker colors on the lighter fabric. Look, this is how it will look when it's done. No lighting, don't do that. I just really love it, and a lot of people have stitched this. And what I am wondering about is, where is spring? Where is spring? I don't know. Can someone tell me that? What happened to spring? I mean, it's great with the 3 of these. I don't think it needs one more, but where's spring? Let me know if you know what happened to spring. And then the next one I really want to share is, I would really like to start a Joan Elliott design this year, because they're so pretty. And I have one, and that is Medieval Lady. Is that Medieval Maiden? I'm sorry. And this is the pattern. And she really spoke to me. Because of the warm colors, but also of her, I don't know, there's some kind of elegance and vulnerability to her, holding that rose, that white rose. Yeah, really enjoy, really love it. But I bought this maybe 2-3 years ago, and since then I saw some other patterns of Joan Elliott, which are also so pretty. So I don't know if I will start this or maybe another one. I don't know, but it's a wish of mine to start a Joan Elliott this year. And then 2 more planny things. The Modern Folk Embroidery, a sampler from Zealand. I finished this a little while ago, but I was struggling a bit with finding the right frame, because it's a really colorful piece. I also chose the colorful version. There are 3 versions you can stitch. I chose the colorful version, the bright version, and I found it really hard to find a frame that would lift it but not make it screamy or something, you know? So I was thinking about a dark blue first, and you guys also really helped me out in your comments by letting me know what you would do. Really, really grateful for that. So I started looking for a dark blue, but I could not really find the right color blue, and it needs to be the right color or else it will be weird, I think. So I could not find it. So in the end, I decided to order a dark brown frame, because, you know, that's always, you cannot easily go wrong with a dark brown frame. And there is brown in the pattern, so I thought, well, I think that will be nice. And this is the finish. It is really pretty. My arm is in the way. A sampler from Zealand, the bright version. I stitched this on a 36 count vintage country Mocha, which I did find was not the best. If I were you, I would stitch it on a 40 count or a 32 count. But that can also be a personal choice. I don't really like 36 count. And I was thinking first about, you know, using this color blue for a frame. But I could not find that color, so I started looking for the brown, which is also in here. And I ordered the brown frame. Really simple frame, because I think that will do it justice. Oh, the glare. Wait, that's... oh, that's really... bad. I'm sorry, I cannot help it right now, but so that's what my kitchen looks like. Oh, let's focus on the frame. This is the color. And I think maybe I can show you how it will look like. Look. This is how it will be. Really simple. But I think it will really complement the piece. So that's also a plan that I will, you know, get this framed or frame myself. A lot of plans again. And they always change. So that's the funny thing about plans, you know. I don't know what really, what will really happen. And then, of course, my major finish. Well, for me, this was a major finish last year in spring, I believe. You all loved it. I made a reel about this, and you know, it was watched so many times, almost 3,000 times, I believe. I want to get this framed at the framer. And I tried it a few months ago, I believe 2-3 months ago. I went to a framer and asked how much it would be if I will let this be framed. And I really was in shock on how much it would cost. But I do want it. So that's why I'm just putting it out there right now. Decided to also join Buy Me a Coffee. Because, you know, this hobby is... It can also be expensive. It does not have to be, but it can be, you know. And I stitched this on a 40 count. Took a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of effort, and she's so pretty. So that's why I really want her behind glass. And yeah, it's a piece of art to me. And so I will put in the link to buy me a coffee in the description box. Don't feel obligated to do that, but if you want to support my channel and want to support my investments in framing and all that, so that I can show you and share them with you in my Flosstubes, then that would be nice. Doesn't have to, but it would be nice. Thank you so much. What I'm talking about, the piece I'm talking about is Anne Roberts. Ta-da! Oh. I can't frame her myself, you know, but no. I want her behind glass. It's a 40 count with the owl asked for silks. And I believe she needs to be protected with some pretty glass and pretty frame. So that's also kind of a plan and a new thing. Buy me a coffee. That were all my plans. So now we are I'm already 33 minutes in. Oh, this will be a long one. I will go to one of the other focus pieces I haven't mentioned yet, but I also would like to finish this year, is my Lanard piece, and I will put a picture in right there. Flower scarf. That's what I want to focus on once the weather gets really pretty and I feel like the Spanish beauty dancing around, then I will stitch on her. So it might take a while, I don't know. But haul, let's go to haul, yes. I went to market in Zwolle in the Netherlands in January, or was it February? I don't know, doesn't matter. And it was so much fun. I went there with my friend Sonja, and she also has an Instagram account. And she crochets a lot, and she made me some pretty things. Wait, I will show you, wait. So I was looking for some doilies for my pictures for my necklaces for my Etsy shop, and I searched out a color, and she was like, well, I will create the doilies for you. So she did. So this is something else, I know, but look how beautiful, how pretty, how cute. So you will be seeing pictures of these on my Instagram. I really like to take pictures, you know, and to create a nice image. And I always love how these look. So Sonja, I will put a link to her Instagram account in my description box. And she also made this one. This is kind of bigger. And I love the color. It's like kind of a grayish, greenish, bluish color, which I believe goes really well with the, you know, with the color of my wooden table. Mahogany. I don't know. Sorry. With this color, see, with this brown. I always like that combination. So thank you, Sonja. Okay, that was a side note. Haul, yeah, haul. First, wait a second. I'm sorry, but I put my haul a bit further on the table. That's why I couldn't reach it. First, I bought some hoops, which I really love. These are so pretty and so fun to work with. And what I love the most about these hoops, these browner hoops, is that they can be used as a frame. Of course, the regular bamboo or wooden hoops can also be used as a frame, but I really love the classic look of this, because when I take out the white, this is what stays. And it just looks really great, I think, if you use it as a frame. So I bought 3 of these in 3 different sizes. This is the smaller one, and this is the bigger one, and this is even one bigger. I don't know how they are called, so just Google and you will find them. Then I have 2 patterns I bought at market. One is the Scarlet House Colonial Blooms. And what I really liked about this one is that it's stitched on a darker fabric. I've never done that before, so I'm curious, you know, how that will go. Well, you can stitch it up in 2 ways. You can also use the lighter fabric, but I really like this one. So this is, yeah, I think this is nice. And it's not that big. It's 82 stitches wide and 81 stitches high. Yeah. The Scarlet House. So this is fun. And then I bought another one of Teresa Kogut, also stitched on a darker fabric. And I love Teresa Kogut. She has such a unique style. It's, yeah, it always surprises me, you know. And that is called Two Lambs' Tails. Look how cute. And this is quite big. I thought when I saw it, it was, you know, not that big, but this is quite big. This is 19.5 inches by 14 inches. And the example is stitched on a 35 count. So it's not that small. Yeah. No. I lied. Rewind. It's 11 by 6 inches almost. Sorry for that mistake. But it's cute with the little lambs and the flowers, and yeah. And also stitched on a dark fabric. So of course I also got some dark fabric for myself. And I believe that is a 32 count. So then this will be even bigger, I think. And let me show you the fabric. That is a Murano anthracite. And it's by Atelier Soutidé. Hi Simone. She was also there. She also went to Nashville for the first time. Really exciting. And this is the fabric. 32 count Murano anthracite. It is a dark gray, but it has a slightly dark blue tone in it. Really slightly, yeah. That's. I think that will be pretty. Look. I think that will be really nice. So, and then I saw a project bag, which I was totally in love with. And I always, you know, project bags can be a bit expensive, but they are great because they're, you can use them much longer than the regular plastic bag, and they're, yeah, more durable. So they're good investments, but they can be quite, yeah, well, expensive. They can cost a lot of money, yeah. So I saw this. I just fell in love with this. Look at the little foxes. Look at the little foxes. Maybe I can show you the inside a bit better. No, that won't work because it's kind of glary. But look at all the wood animals, the forest animals, I have to say. Look. Isn't that adorable? And the mushrooms and the children over there. Yeah, I really love it. So, what project will be in here? I don't know yet. Then I bought some, and I will not take this out of the plastic, this, because I was really curious. You know, this is fun to stitch something, you know, funky Christmas Santa or something on here. I just wanted to try this. It's a 32 count Swigert. And then I have the light Mocha again, 40 counts, because I love it so much working on Pavane. And Simona had it lying around at the market, so I was like, yeah, I need that again. I will not take it out because you already saw it when I showed you Pavane. And then I also bought some antique white, because that is all also a great color to work on. And it also, you know, it's also possible to coffee and tea dye it if it needs to be a bit darker or a bit lighter. You can also do that with a white, but I don't really like a crispy white. Antique white is a bit, I don't know, I love it a bit more. And then the last fabric I bought was from a German woman who was at market. And I don't have her card or anything, but it's a hand-dyed fabric. It's a 32 count. And this is, and I really just loved it. Look at it. Isn't that pretty? And I thought maybe this is really nice with one of the, I don't know, the Joan Elliott ladies or something. Not with the one I have right now, but you know. Look, isn't that cool? I really like it. So I was like, okay. And then, last but not least, is no cross stitch. It's not embroidery, but another artist I really fell in love with. Her name is Esther, and I will put her Instagram account over there. And there you can also find her shop and her website and etc. And she put this out on National Women's Day, and I fell in love with her. And this piece of art is called, oh, I don't want to butcher it, At the Pace of Your Own Drum. Is that it? And to me, that feels like connecting, you know, connecting to the earth, to the power of, yeah, I don't know, of the feminine, I think. So I saw this and this was like, love it. I love this artist and what she creates. And again, she, you know, she starts drawing and then, yeah, I love it. And I always think when I see these pieces of art, I'm like, what if we can make this a cross stitch pattern? This is so pretty. So, just wanted to share this with you. And I will frame this in a really pretty frame, of course, and maybe I will show that to you next time. Okay, that was my cross stitch section. And now we'll go over to embroidery. So if you don't like that, just, check out and go to the next Flosstuber. And if you do want to know something more about embroidery and about my new shop, well, welcome. You're welcome to stay, of course. And what I first want to show you is the things I make for my shop. Because, I'm a mom of 3 kids. I've always been a stay-at-home mom. I did do some volunteer things and always been busy besides the family. But I really wanted to start something, to create something, I don't know, that's from me, from my heart to the world. And I fell in love with embroidery a while ago. And, sometimes I was embroidering, sometimes cross-stitching. And then I thought, wow, I really want to create an Etsy shop, but I want to make something and then put it out there and not just buying and selling again, really create something. And so this is one of the things I create. They are hand embroidered necklaces. And did you see that? Sorry, stupid. This is, for instance, the red rose, which, is for love and passion. So if you know someone who could use some extra passion or love, this can be a really nice gift. And they're really small. So see, I'm wearing one. This is a blue and black one. I will show that to you in a minute. And these are also with some really tiny beads. This is a small bead. This is a small bead. And they're all stitched in hand and without a pattern. So I do just, it's kind of when I feel inspired and I just go and sit down. And sometimes I draw them first on the fabric and sometimes I just start and see what happens. And that's what I really like about this embroidering. It's not with a plan or, So this is one example. And then I want to share this one with you that I'm wearing. This is the blue on the black fabric. I all stitched them on cotton fabric. First I started out with linen, but I think that linen is a bit too, I don't know, cotton is a bit more elegant. Can I say it like that? More, I don't know how to put it in English. When I use a linen, you can still see the, even if it's a 40 count or higher, you can still see it. And I don't really like that. And cotton gives it a bit more finesse, I think. Yeah, that's the right word. This is the blue on black one, which is totally different again. You see, when you wear it, it's quite small. And you can find them in my Etsy shop, which I'll put down below and in the description box. And they come with different kind of necklaces with different sizes. But if you, I believe that at the moment, I have necklaces on there which are 70 centimeters, that is 27 inch. They can always be made smaller. So let me know if you want to order and you want them to be shorter, because 70 centimeters, 27 inch is quite long. It's this length. Let's see, it's quite long. But I can always make them shorter if you like. Just let me know. And then I want to show you 2 more, which are also in my Etsy shop. This is like, it's not a round one, but an oval one. I really love this myself, to be honest. Is it able to focus? Quite hard. You can find pictures of them, better pictures on Instagram. And this is also really tiny. And then the last one I want to share is the pink rose, of course. And that's what I think is so much fun about it, that I can create them with all the colors I want, with all different kind of fabrics, with all, I don't know, just really lifts me up, like, oh, everything's possible, anything's possible. Yeah. So if you like what I create, if you want to gift someone, something unique, because they're all different, there's not one the same, and sometimes, maybe they can look alike, but they're all unique and made with love and 100% cotton. DMC, and yeah, then this might be a nice gift, you know, for a sister or a friend or your mother or whatever. So that's about my shop. And I also want to share some other embroidery with you. That's the last thing I will share because we're already 50 minutes in. Man, this is what I made and really like. Ta-da! Embroidered flower. And what is so much fun about embroidery is that it's quite quick. I made this in just an afternoon, you know. And it's fun to decorate your room with, or to give away, or you know, you can also put in, always put in a word or something, or a message for someone if you like to give them something, and also, yeah, remember them about, you know, flowers, or that spring is coming. And then this one, I really like this one. This was exciting to make because it's, you know, I designed it myself, and it was, yeah, it was exciting. And I like the result. And I always seem to pick the warmer colors, not the really bright ones. And these are satin stitches and French knots. And this is also hanging downstairs at our spring table. And I believe that's it. What I will do is check out my notes that I have here in my notebook to see if I did not forget anything. Shout outs! Of course. The Museum Stitcher was new to me. I started watching her, I think, in December or January when the whip parades were up, you know. And she's so much fun. She has a lot of projects, gorgeous projects. Check her out. And the Lost in Stitches, Flosstube 2. And when I heard the name of the channel, Lost in Stitches, I thought, you know, that sounds like she's been around for a long time. But there are only 2 Flosstubes. Okay. So that's, I also discovered Lost in Stitches. And then, of course, Modern Folk Embroidery. Jacob has a new video up. And there are a lot of new Flosstubers. That's what I saw. A lot. I don't know what to choose, which to choose anymore. So, you know, but we are all here to inspire each other and to inspire each other to create with our hands. And because you know what Kathy Barrick says, busy hands, happy heart, which is also a pattern of her, which I really love. And I will put in a picture over there. So, well, I believe that is it. Is that it? Yeah, that is it. Yeah, that's it. So, thank you so much for sticking around and for visiting me, spending time with me, because it's 50 minutes and you could have also been doing a lot of other stuff in that time. And if you chose to spend time with me, thank you so much. Yeah, I really appreciate it. I hope you will feel inspired to, to create, to love and create with your hands from your heart, and enjoy and share. So I wish you all a great weekend. I will start, how do you call it? This video, converting, editing, uploading, which is also a whole process. So I hope this will be uploaded at the end of the day. It's now 11:45 afternoon in Holland. So I will keep you posted through Instagram. Thank you for joining me. Have a great weekend. Big hug. Bye bye.